Starting a new project is relatively easy. What is difficult is to finish it. Even more, the ultimate challenge is to finish our project with grace and brilliance. To achieve this, the Bible is the reference tool per excellence. Graduation party are always anticipated. After all, there was a lot of efforts to get those results. Some students even finish with high honors, having managed to exceed the requirements. But not all students takes part in these festivities. Some have given up along the way for all kind of reasons. They had all started at the same level, but some may have lacked persistence or lost interest in their degree. A bit like several kings in the Bible. Solomon, for example, had a terrific start, garnering great honor from God. He had his favor, enjoyed great wealth and peace, but his success was his downfall. For when Solomon was old, his wife turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not wholly true to the Lord his God, and was the heart of David his father. 1 King 11:4. That was also the case of King Uzziah, who had started his reign very well and stood out for his ingenuity. But when he was strong, he grew proud to his destruction, for he was unfaithful to the Lord his God, and entered the temple of the Lord to burn incense on the altar of incense. 2 Chronicle 26:16. Instead of repenting, he choked on his pride and was stricken with leprosy, which even prevented him from being buried in the graveyard of kings. Fortunately, other characters in the Bible were also showered with blessing and ended their life with flying colors. And the Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than his beginning. Job 42:12. So, what was the difference between kings who ended badly and people like Job who ended their life very well? While Job demonstrated great humility throughout his life. Prior to his trial, he regularly made sacrifices to ask forgiveness for his sin and for those of his children. And even during his trial, he remained submitted to God. Humility is a quality that keeps us in good grace of God. Before destruction, a man's heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. Proverb 18:12. In addition to humility, Job also demonstrated great generosity. After all, these sacrifices were very expensive in those days. But when it came time to do God's work, Job spared no expense. And he was always ready to help the poor, the unfortunate, the orphans. How to end our life with divine honors? By remaining in humility, in submission to God, and by being generous in our service to God and to those around us. These principles are effective for our life in general, but they also apply very well when we want to be successful in all area of our life. How many singles, tired of waiting for a partner of the same faith, begin to make compromises to no longer be alone? They had made commitments before God and made necessary sacrifices to obtain a marriage that was going to glorify God. But time passed and they lost interest in their diploma. You were running well. Who hindered you from obeying the truth? Galatians 5:7. by remaining humble before God, crying out to Him in time of need, by remaining active in the Lord and being generous with those around us. We have the essential tools to finish our race with flying colors. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. It won't be easy, of course. Jesus speaks of a narrow way, but let's keep our eyes on the reward and let's be persistent.